Coming up, we're going to give you our review of Disneynature's Dolphin Reef.
And our key phrase for this one is
Sand poop!
Welcome back to Eye to Eye, Disney Through Our Eyes. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jessica.
And it's time for another movie review. This time it's Disney Plus's
Dolphin Reef.
Disney Plus, Disneynature. Might as well
I wasn't prepared.
But you forget, like, all of a sudden? We've only been talking about it for like the last 30 minutes
Yeah,
here.
I forgot already.
How do you forget it? It was a good movie.
Happened. Yeah, it was good.
It's another Disneynature film, so I think instantly everybody's like, oh, I gotta watch a documentary about things. But that's the great thing about Disneynature films, is that they try to tell a story and not just pummel you with information. Which
sometimes it feels like a fabricated story, obviously.
It's called a story for a reason. You gotta weave a little web for people.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
This is not Spider, this is Dolphin Reef, okay? Enough with the spiders. Alright, so if you haven't seen our elephant one that they just released on Disney Plus as well, you need to watch that. But just like in that review, we're gonna be combining our traditional 3 reasons to watch with no spoilers and our spoilers review, because you really can't spoil a documentary. You can to some degree, but we're just going to do it all in one here. So what we're going to start off with is our 3 reasons to watch. So it's safe to watch up until the point we tell you. But Jessica, what's our reason number 1 to watch?
Dolphins jumping out of the water.
It's as simple as that, huh?
I mean, honestly.
Not just dolphins, though.
That's true. There was some whales.
Yes.
But that's what we're here for. Like, that's what we wanted in the trailer. That's what I'm here for. I love how majestic they are when they're just like, zoop.
I wouldn't call the humpback whales jumping majestic.
No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the dolphins.
Yes.
The humpback whales, it's honestly like such a little belly flop or a back flop with like 40,000 million gallons.
Kind of what I imagine Jessica doing when she's in the pool. Just.
Okay. Thanks. Are you saying I'm as fat as a whale?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying at all. That is not happening. Okay, reason number 2 before I dig a further hole, before we go deeper in the water. A little pun there. Reason number 2 to watch this one, Natalie Portman. I love the choice of her as the narrator, and she nailed it out of the park.
She did a great job.
She's got a very, I don't know how to describe it. It's a very soothing voice, but she knows how to put emotion into what could be a very, sometimes boring documentary and make the story work with her voice. So I thought that alone, she lived up to the billing of having her as. And fun fact, apparently when this one was supposed to come out back in theaters, Owen Wilson, which I thought would have been fun too, think about how fun Owen Wilson is with everything else he does and like a dolphin personality. It fits, but I liked what they did with
her.
Natalie Portman this. Reason number 3, Jessica, what is it?
This should have been reason number 1. Because honestly, it's my favorite reason. There weren't any sad moments.
So we're not going to say what those sad moments might have been.
No, I'm saying there weren't any.
Whatever.
Like Disney, Born in China.
Yes.
We're still not talking about that. But
You're still bitter about that one.
Very bitter.
We did. That's
Elephants.
like one of our first movie reviews 3 years ago we ever did, and you're still bitter about it. Like you gotta let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. No more Frozen. This is Dolphin Reef.
No.
But yes, I agree that this one is, while it has some suspense and realism in it, it's not as sad in some areas as
the other Disneynature.
So that might be a reason that you might want to watch it. So our one reason that you may not like it is it's not really one cohesive story. It kind of bounces around everywhere. The main characters you think that are main characters, they kind of have to.
Not.
Well, they are, but they spend a lot of time away from them. And
the plot wasn't really there.
Yes. So, but I think having Natalie Portman there really fixed all of that if the plot wasn't going to be there. So that's our reasons to watch, and one reason you may not. At this point, if you don't want to be spoiled about anything that happens in the movie, you need to stop now. So we're going to talk about our thoughts about it, spoiler filled right now. So, first thing that comes to mind, Dolphin Reef.
The mom and the baby dolphin.
Kumo and Echo.
Kumo
and Echo, yes.
So I really liked their dynamic. Talking about how Echo needed to branch out and be away from his mom and learn how to live on his own, and get fish on his own. And so it was this kind of weird
coming of
age story about a dolphin learning how to get food for himself. So I did like that.
And I think that is where they underestimated the potential they had with this pair of story they were telling with Kumu and Echo. And I feel like they should have just kept with them or done something a little bit different, because we switched to a couple other groups, such as Mariah. Is that Mariah? Or Morea. That's how you say it.
Morea.
Morea and Fluke,
And
which
Fluke.
is the mom and the baby humpback whale, which we love seeing. We saw humpbacks in Alaska this past summer, and we got a really big appreciation for him now. And then Mr. Mantis. I love Mr. Mantis.
Yeah, so
Mantis shrimp.
He kind of freaks me out a little bit, but he reminds me of.
Sorry,
Thank you. Isn't it Beauty and the Beast where they have a little shrimp?
Oh,
in the
no!
kitchen?
It's Finding Nemo.
No. Basically, I'm all over the place, but there's a Disney movie.
It's Disneynature, so we're trying to tie every.
Maybe
Disney
it
thing.
is Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, I know there is the little brine shrimp that like cleans everything like this. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's
But
Finding Nemo.
anyway, it's not the same type of shrimp, but he's
Oh.
still funny.
I thought it was the same.
No,
Okay.
a little bit different. He can't really smack you with the little
You're right. You're
thing
right.
like the man
So
shrimp.
he was funny, but again, it was just very piecemealed together. Like
Mhm.
I didn't really see how he fit into the story till there was this one little scene
Mhm.
where the dolphin swims past him, and they're like,
So this is one, if you really, I've done a little bit of research about the Dolphin movie that was, because originally this was going to be titled Dolphin, released in theaters. It was released in a trial run in France and had a different voice actress. Then it was going to come to the United States in theaters with Owen Wilson narrating. Then they pulled it and decided to put it on Disney Plus, and even pushed it back further when they released it on Disney Plus when they got Natalie Portman to do it. So you can tell this one has kind of suffered from trying to decide what they're going to do with it. I don't know if it's because they couldn't put one cohesive story together with just this group of dolphins. I think, and that's why they changed the name to Dolphin Reef.
Yeah.
So they could focus on more than just the dolphins,
dolphins.
and try to tie them into it. Like you said, with the mantis, it's like we're going to tell the story of the mantis and then the dolphin's going to swim
right.
and save the
To
day.
tie it all together.
Just to make it all feel like one cohesive story. We still enjoyed it, but it's just, I think if they were going to call this one, make this about dolphins, they could have told one story about a group of dolphins over in the Gulf of Mexico, one in the Pacific Ocean, and then porpoises, which are also part of the dolphin family, this is a keeper fact for you, up in Alaska, just to kind of, tell different dolphin type stories in this. Because I think,
Now we know how Kyle would have made a movie.
I'm just saying here, I have a few opinions. I think personally the humpback whales could have told their own story.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because think about
Especially
how much
that
we
big
learned.
fight, like when they were fighting,
Yeah.
and then the orcas came, and then the dad
And then the things
came, and then they were like fighting over the girl, and
and then
There were a
fighting
lot of
off the
things.
orca whales and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. So I think they can tell another story called Whale with the humpback whales. So I don't know. I just felt like this one was just kind of mashed together. But it has a lot of redeeming qualities in it.
It
What are
does.
some other things that you liked in it?
I really liked when they went fishing.
Yeah.
I stuck with that. So when Echo and his mom, like she's teaching him how to do the mud rings, I thought that was really cool.
That was really neat.
So I didn't know about this, so I learned a lot from this movie. But when she went, she got in the shallow part of the water,
Yep.
correct? And then was like flapping her tail, and then she made this mud ring. And then all the fish that were in the middle of the mud ring couldn't swim through it, so they jumped over it and then jumped right into the dolphin's mouth, and then they got to eat.
That was really cool to see. Like, it was a great way to finish off the documentary to
Yeah.
show his coming of age into that technique and showing them how they catch. Like, they did it slow motion, catch it midair. We said there was no sad news because nobody really died, but a lot of fish died.
Okay, but nobody cares about those.
Whoa, hold on. We care about every living thing here, but there is a circle of life to talk about. So I think that this was a great documentary. It showed you a lot of cool facts.
It did.
Like you said, you
I learned a
learned
lot.
some things. I think Natalie Portman was great in this. I just wish they had figured out a better way to pull this all together and make it just about dolphins. You can tell stories of other animals with it, but make the dolphins the focus.
I think, to be fair, we watched Elephants yesterday, and that was such a good story, and it was cohesive, and it felt put together.
But think
I
about
think that skewed us on this one to where this didn't feel as, I don't know, I can't find the right words. It just,
think about Born in China. We knew going in that the pandas were the marquee thing, but we knew it was a story of other things about other animals in China. And this one, even though they tied the dolphin reef into it, it still screams, hey, dolphins! We're just going to the reef where all the dolphins are. It didn't say, if they had titled this Life in the Reef or, Journey into the Reef or something like that, that would have been, and made the dolphins the central character, but that tells us, hey, we're going to focus all these other things out there too.
yeah, because I was really confused with that mantis thing.
Because the whales weren't even out in the reef too, they were on the open ocean.
Right.
So, and the dolphins just went
It was
visit
great.
them. So we have a few gripes with it, but overall we learned something, we enjoyed it, and we recommend watching it. But the question though is, Jessica, what scale of 1 to 5? What do we rate this one?
I would give it a 2.
That low?
Yeah.
I'm offended by that, quite frankly.
Disney through our eyes. These are my eyes.
It's how likely you'd be able to watch this again?
I wouldn't watch it again, honestly.
You gave Elephant a 5, and you're going to give this a 2. I have a problem with that.
Correct. That's how much I liked elephants.
Okay, look. I will give it I gave Elephant a 4. I will give this a 3. I think just because of the story issues in it, but I really enjoyed, again, the visuals. Natalie Portman is great as the narrator.
Which is why I gave it a 2. Otherwise, I would have given it a 1.
So you gave it a 1 point for Natalie, and then...
And 1 point for the dolphins.
And then the sand poop, which we didn't even talk about. They focused on some other fish that literally poop sand.
Yeah, which is weird.
You know...
And I didn't know that that's how sand is.
It's not all the sand. It's just...
It's some of the sand.
There are some things I just can't, worry her little head about.
It's like when I go to the beach.
No.
I'm just walking on fish.
No, honey, bless you. No. Okay, bless your heart. All right. So we want to know from you now, have you seen Dolphin Reef on Disney Plus? Let us know what you thought about it. And if you haven't watched this, let us know what's holding you up on watching it. All those thoughts down there in the comment section below, and make sure you vote in our poll as well. What else should they do?
If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content.
That's all we have for you in this edition of Eye to Eye, but until we assemble again,
May the force be with you.
And we'll see you real soon.
Bye.
Reef.
Oh, sorry. Count me down again.
Trying to be discreet with the countdown and you forget.
Do you have Disneynature Pluses? Nope.
Sand poop.
Dolphin Reef.
Or as... Alright, this is it. This is the one.